Today we are going to find out the ratio of EMF of two primary cells using potentiometer. Now there are two kinds of cell, one is primary cell and other is secondary cell. The difference between these two, basic difference between these two is that primary cells cannot be charged but secondary cells can be charged. So we have to find the EMF of two primary cells using potentiometer. Now you can see here potentiometer is the device which has actually 400 centimeter wires. This is the starting point and you can see that from there it is returning back, then going up to that distance again and then coming back to the other end. So there are two ends. We have named them A and B in the circuit diagram. So if we see the circuit diagram here, what we have done, first of all, there are three cells, one battery, and these two are primary cells. One key point is here that all the positive terminals are connected at one place, that is A. So at A end, all the positive terminals are connected. So what we have to do, first of all, we have to connect the external circuit which consists of battery eliminator, that is called battery driver cell, which the name driver cell is actually you find in many numerical problems. So this is battery eliminator, this is rheostat and ammeter that is connected externally. This battery eliminator is actually providing potential gradient, potential difference across A and B. So this is in our lab it is 400 centimeter wire. So this is providing the potential difference across A and B. Now because the two cells, the positive terminals of these two cells are connected here, the negative terminals are connected to at two ends of the two-way key. One on this side, that is we call K1, and other negative terminal is connected to K2, and then from the center we will take one wire which is connected to a resistance box, which is for the safety of galvanometer. Take out some resistance from here, suppose 2000 ohm, so that our galvanometer is safe. Now other end of this resistance box is connected to the galvanometer. You can connect positive or negative terminal because we have to see the null position, so there is no issue. We have connected galvanometer and then other is connected to jockey. So here the one position for jockey is J1 and other position for jockey is J2. These are the null positions that we have shown here. So this is all about this circuit diagram. इस पे हम टेबल here, the observation table, we will take two readings. So we have here ammeter. Now we will keep the current at the minimum. It is not required to note down the current, but we will adjust rheostat in such a way that current is minimum. Then second reading will be taken as at medium current, and third reading will be taken at maximum current. There is no need to note it down, but we have to see that what we are doing, we are actually changing the potential gradient every time. So by using this, we will not touch this battery eliminator because we will keep it at 2 volt or sometimes 4 volt maximum, not more than that. We will not touch it after keeping it at 2 volt or 4 volt. So at the minimum, for E1 we will note down L1 and then finally we will note down L2, and then from each reading we will find the ratio, that is E1 upon E2, that is equal to L1 upon L2. So that we have to find ultimately, and then we will find the average of all this, and that will be our final reading. So now let us start with step 1. So you have to arrange the circuit as shown, and then you have to take out some key K1 from here, so that just a minute. So let us switch it on. See that I have kept it at 4 volt. So 1 2, so this is at 4 volt now. Now the current here, you can see the current, this current is kept at minimum. You can see the deflection in the emitter needle. So we will keep this current at minimum. Now whatever reading it is at minimum. Now first of all, what we will do, we will arrange the apparatus or whatever apparatus we are using in such a way as as it is there in the circuit diagram. So here battery eliminator, rheostat, ammeter that is connected to the other terminal of the potentiometer. So this is external circuit. This is external circuit that we have connected. Now one is Daniell cell and other is this is Leclanché cell and this is Daniell cell. The positive terminal is the vessel itself. So here we have connected the positive terminal at one place. Here we have connected the positive terminal at this place. So that is end A, and the positive terminal of battery is also connected at this place. So all the positive terminals are connected at one place. Then here we have zinc rod. In this also there is zinc rod that will be acting at negative terminal. And then as you can see in the circuit diagram, the negative terminals are connected to the two ends of two-way key. So this is two-way key we have connected here. Now the center of this is going to the resistance box. You can see the center of this is going to the resistance box, and then from other end of the resistance box we have connected galvanometer, and negative terminal of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey here. So this is all about circuit diagram. So first reading, what we are going to do, we are going to insert this key here. So we can see the steps. Close K1. So K1 is closed now. K2 is open. Now we will put the jockey at two ends and we will see whether the deflection in the galvanometer is in the opposite direction or not. So I am keeping it here. You can see the deflection in the galvanometer. So if I keep it here, then you see the deflection in the galvanometer towards left. It is towards left of 0. You can see towards left of 0, and we put it at the other end. Then you can see it is towards right of. As we can see that we have closed key K1, and now we will put this jockey here at one end and see the deflection in. So we see the deflection in the galvanometer. Put it here at one end, it is towards left, and if we put it at the other end, it is towards right. That means we will get our null position somewhere. So what we can do, we will start from the end A and keep on reducing the length. So I will keep it here. So yes, it is towards left. Here also it is towards left. Here also it is towards left, but it is reduced. Again it is towards left. So that means we will not get the null position, get deflection in wire 1. So what we can do now, we will put at the other end. ये तब तक करते रहेंगे जब तक हमको डिफ्लेक्शन राइट साइड में ना मिलने लग जाए. अभी कम हो गया तो अब हम हल्का सा इसको स्लाइड कर सकते हैं, और स्लाइड करके देखिए अगर मैं यहाँ रखता हूँ तो डिफ्लेक्शन ऑलमोस्ट 0. अब राइट में हो गया थोड़ा सा, स्लाइटली इट इज़ ऑन दी टूवर्ड्स राइट. सो वी विल स्लाइड इट अ लिटिल बिट and then we can see that now the deflection is at 0. So let us make it perfect. So it has come to 0. Yes, it has come to 0 at this place. Now we will take one scale or something and we will see that whether what is the length. So if you see that this is the 100 centimeter and then it is returning back, so 100 and other is 62.5. So 162.5, that will be L1. So we will note it down here. This is 162.5. So we will now repeat this experiment, and now what we will do, we will insert the key and close this K2. K2 I have closed. K1 is open now. Again we will repeat the same experiment. We will put the jockey at two ends. Deflection, note down the deflection. First of all, note down the deflection. It is towards left, it is towards left, it is towards right. That means we will get our null position somewhere. So let us see. No, because it is on one side, so keep it here. It is also on the one side, it is also on the left but reduced, so that means we are going to get null position somewhere on the third wire. This is one. See here, so it is reduced. Now we can get null position somewhere here. See here, you can see that we have got the null position. Now let us measure it. So this is 200 centimeter, it is 200, थर्ड वायर पे हमें मिल रहा है, तो इसका मतलब 200 और साथ में ये हम इसको रखते हैं, तो it is approximately 275.5, because we are measuring from the positive side and the wire is going there and then returning back. So this is 272 point, let us take it again. So this is 275.5. So switch it off. Our one reading is complete, and now it is 275.5. So this is the second reading. Now for the minimum current, sorry, here it is 275.5. This is for E2. So L1 and L2 we have obtained. We will find the ratio of L1 and L2 here. Our reading is, one reading will be completed there, and we will repeat this for the medium current and maximum current. So three set of readings we can get from